Stephen Bradley, a professor in the Department of African American Studies at Loyola Marymount University. Professor, really appreciate it because we know it's early for you in the morning. I think I know what you're going to say, but I have to ask you the question anyway. We're 12 months on. Does the African American community feel any safer a year after George Floyd's murder?
Unfortunately not. I can't speak for the entire African American community, but I can say that not enough has changed for many Black people that I know to feel safer as a result of everything that's happened.
What's wrong with the politicians of the United States that they don't want to pass a bill which is, it's been constructed in the memory of George Floyd, and it wants to put a stop to some of the most brutal practices of American policing, and yet it's not able to get through the Senate? What's wrong with them?
Well, I think part of it has to do with the way that Americans perceive policing. Many people are benefiting from this kind of policing that occurs in Black and brown communities. I think many of the people who are legislators know that if they challenge policing, they would be challenging a major fixture in the United States. And so this is what makes it so difficult is it's nearly impossible to indict and then convict a police officer with qualified immunity. It's very difficult to get to violators of the law, police violators of the law. There's the blue code of silence that's in the culture of policing itself. There's no federal oversight. So I mean, it's very difficult, and legislators know that if they challenge policing, they would have to face many of these police unions, and there's a severe kind of rhetoric that goes on that claims when you criticize police that you don't appreciate police or that you're opposing police or wanting police to be hurt. And so it's a difficult mountain to climb. And right now, what's happening is people are dancing around the issues. A ban of a chokehold is not going to stop police from killing people. More training is not going to stop many of these deaths. Some stuff it's impossible to train for. Everybody knows that you can't kneel on somebody's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds and expect them to live afterwards. And so there's no training for that.
Does it make any difference who the man at the very top is, the incumbent in the White House? President Biden is going to meet the George Floyd family. And people do respect Biden for his humanity, for the way he relates to other people, the way he tries to be inclusive. It really sets him apart from his predecessor. Does it make any difference to the people or the politicians or those on Capitol Hill what's happening in the White House and the feelings of the incumbent there?
Well, I think that's a start. But even the president himself may not be willing to dig deep enough into what policing is in the United States. I think for him, he was deeply transformed by the killing of George Floyd. But the problem that the Black community has and the brown communities in the United States is that why does it take a video of all of this? We've been saying the same thing forever, and nobody believed us. And so the president himself is fairly new to the charge of reforming police, and so hopefully it means something that the president of the United States is pushing for reforms. But now we need federal oversight, and hopefully legislators can follow the executive's lead. But it's going to be difficult because nobody wants to face the ire of these police unions and constituents. And can I just say that the great irony of all of this is people, many of these legislators claim to be Blue Lives Matter and to support law enforcement. But when we saw January 6th, the mistreatment of and the abuse of police, now these same legislators want to deny that this even happened. So I think it's a difficult road ahead, and one that requires an amount of commitment that is not being shown yet.
Professor Stephen Bradley, thank you so much indeed. Really appreciate your time.